Welcome back to the Irish Bandit channel, and welcome back to Mod Monday, where we're playing Doki Relapse. In last week's episode, we think we're a time wizard. I don't think we're a time wizard. I don't think the main character is a time wizard, but he sure thinks he is because he's gone back a week before the festival. So I'm not sure what exactly is going on, but I'm sure we're going to find out as the story progresses. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get on to it. I remember that last week when we ended the episode, I was in a fit of giggles over something that happened. So let's see what transpires. Hey, that's pretty good. I hope that none of these girls get that reference. I hope that none of these girls get that reference. That hope is lost when I see a grin creep across Natsuki's face.
What are you, fucking gay?
Not even a minute in. Okay, that's how we're going. Natsuki! This girl. She will be my wife. My descendants will see her as a goddess. Oh my god. I'm snapped out of my trance when I realize Sayori and Yuri's... I'm snapped out of my trance when I realize Sayori and Yuri's reaction. Luckily, Monika doesn't seem to be paying attention. If Sayori and Yuri were confused before, they're bewildered now. At least Natsuki is enjoying herself. I'm so sorry, Irish. I didn't know. It's okay, Sayori. It's just a reference. It kind of goes along with the thing I said. If anything, it's my fault. Huh? But... This exchange seems to have broken Sayori. Natsuki, you shouldn't use language like that in the club, let alone school. It's rude and disrespectful. Well, sorry if my word wasn't big enough to meet your standards. Uh-oh. No. Don't worry about it, Yuri. I kind of had it coming. And don't worry, I don't think any less of you because, or the club. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The opposite? Yeah, it's good seeing you all like this. Kind of reminds me of a family, you know? Maybe not a great family, but still a family. Hey, you know. A family, you say? I see. Yuri begins to pull at Sayori as she tries to comprehend what just happened. Oh, I almost forgot the tea. Well, that was interesting. As Yuri passes out the tea, the awkwardness from the previous conversation begins to clear up. Sayori becomes less broken. Yuri relaxes some, and Natsuki returns to her tough demeanor. Everything looks good. Well, except Monika. She's barely spoken and didn't even scold Natsuki after she dropped an F-bomb. I remember her telling me she wasn't good at talking to people, but still. She should have been at least a little shocked. Maybe she's got something on her mind that didn't come up last time. I'll try speaking to her at some point, and maybe ease up on some of my disruptive... Oh, that wasn't right at all, was it? I'll try speaking to her at some point, and maybe ease up some on my disruptiveness. I proceed to turn my attention to Yuri, while also praying that I haven't fucked up too badly. So, Yuri, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Well, I'm glad. Nothing helps me enjoy a good book like a hot cup of tea. Is that so? Her face takes on a shade of crimson I've never seen before. Gotcha! I'm glad to hear that. Man, my phone's going so totally off. Oh, what's this? Sorry, a friend of mine sent me a message. Okay. I'm glad to hear that. I feel the same way. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Well, whatever she's trying to do, it's working. I flash a big smile at Yuri and Monika. Monika looks kind of flustered, maybe? Or pissed? It's hard to tell with her. Anyhow, this here is a literature club, so let's say we get to the brass tacks. What kind of books or literature do you like to read? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I'll admit, I was actually kind of excited for this moment. Listening to her describe books she likes, the effect horror can have on your mind. Okay, I was reading that right. Seeing her confidence fills me with determination. What about you, Irish? What types of literature do you enjoy? I was just going to wing this part of the conversation, but as she asked this, my brain is suddenly overwhelmed. Knowledge from all kinds of books and literatures fill my thoughts. Is this from the future? That makes no sense though. Oh well, I'm not going to complain. Actually, I like to read all kinds of things. Novels, poetry, manga. That one's for you, Natsuki. But on the subject of horror and psychology, I really enjoyed Thomas Harris's Hannibal Lecter series. Oh, good series. And the way he puts you in the mind of psychopaths. Oh, and the way Stephen King's books are so descriptive. You have nightmares about things you never actually see. Good choice, too. All four girls look shocked. Thinking random knowledge from nowhere. I say that all the time. I had no idea you were so well versed in literature, Irish. Sayori never mentioned it. Yeah, Sayori never knew. I didn't know you read. What gives? Well, I suppose I adopted an appreciation for it at some point. Sorry I didn't mention it earlier. My timer said 7-Eleven. More like, sorry I didn't know either. Maybe if we spend time together again, you'll learn more about me. Yeah, maybe. That blush makes my heart skip a beat. Aww. Sayori the cutie. I've never seen Sayori embarrassed like this. My protective instincts begin to flare up. I will protect her. You better. Though how I do that is still unclear. While Sayori is zoned out, I turn to Monika. She still hasn't said much. So, Monika, if memory serves me correctly, you were captain of the debate team last year. What made you decide to start a literature club? Well, you know. The silence after you know lasts longer than I remember. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. She goes on to explain why she started the club, but I can't help but feel that her smile is unnatural. Like she's trying hard to maintain it. Is she mad that I'm becoming a dominating force of wit and charm? Or maybe she's jealous? I haven't given her much attention since she hasn't said anything. And now that she's talking, I'm not paying attention. Shit. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Oh, I got itch like on both sides of my nose. I bet. I just feel bad for all the schmucks who are missing out on this awesome club. Although I bet being small like this makes events like the festival that much more important. Monika thinks about what I said for a moment. You're absolutely right, and I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Talking about the club seems to make her ease up some. This club really does mean a lot to her. Hell, to all of them. So I know you do reading in here, but do you also do any writing? Well, we've never done it as a group, but Sayori and I have written some poems. Oh, and Natsuki wrote one too. I believe it was called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Monika pulls out a piece of scrap paper, which is quickly snatched by Natsuki. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. I'm not cute. Yeah, bullshit. I'd beg to differ, yeah. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's hella hard, homie. Natsuki looks at me with a mix of confusion and annoyance. Ugh. Where do you find these weirdos, Sayori? What he's trying to say is that he thinks that's impressive. Isn't that right, Irish? Word. Well, he should be impressed. My poems are pretty amazing. If that's the case, why don't you share them sometime? No! She quickly averts her eyes. That demeanor fled quickly, and I have a creeping suspicion that I know why. You're not very confident in your writing, are you? You wouldn't like them. Why not? You strike me as someone who can say a lot with a little. I actually find writing like that to be especially powerful. Natsuki looks at me with wide eyes. Yeah, those wide eyes. How did you... I understand how Natsuki feels. Damn it! Could your timing have been any worse, Yuri? She was practically putty in my poems. Ugh. Oh well. I suppose I still have plenty of time to work my magic on these girls. Charisma magic, not time magic. Although I guess I already sorted. Oh my god. Look, eyes. Charisma magic, not my time magic. Although I guess I sorta already did use that. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment, though I know Monika will break it soon. That is, assuming that I haven't derailed her too much. Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
It's an RPG, boys. Story doesn't matter.
These are coming out of nowhere, and I'm loving them. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. What these girls say is important. Oh, and this isn't some RPG either. Yeah, and by the way, RPGs are very important. While being a master of time and space is pretty neat, listening to conversation a second time is pretty boring. I would say something witty or charming, but I don't want to mess up and prevent the poem sharing activity. The butterfly effect can be a real pain, especially if it involves Wendigos. Now we're just going off on tangents here. This is awesome. But I can't say the stakes aren't high for this situation either. I feel my stomach turn as I recall the end of last week. Maybe me and Sayori can spend some time together after the club meeting. Isn't that right, Irish? Monika smiles at me. Huh? Oh. You betcha. How could I not join a club with this many cool cats in it? I smiled at all the girls. One by one, their eyes light up. First Monika's right eye, then her right eye. If you haven't seen the Game Grumps playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club, go watch it. After this, of course. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! I could actually get used to this. Damn, now's not the time to think like that. Wait, what'd he say? I could actually get used to this. This is all he said. Damn, now's not the time to think like that. I am relieved to hear that you have decided to join. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's an honor to be here. Even though Monika is putting on a happy face, she still seems kinda off. Like she's frustrated about something. Damn, this girl might really hate me. No. To be fair, I do keep zoning out and not listening to her. But hey, I've got a lot to think about. I got a lot to think about. What? But hey, I've got a lot to think about. What was that quote from Uncle Ben? Something about rice? Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey Irish, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Why, of course, milady. What kind of man would I be if I let a pretty girl like you fend for herself? Sarah's face lights up at my comment. Before we go, I need to talk to Monika real quick about, my membership and stuff. Real smooth, Irish. It's a good thing she is still a little thrown off from my compliment. Sure. I'll be waiting by the door. As Sarah heads towards the front of the room, I make my way towards Monika. Hey, Monika. Hey, putty, Monika. Hey, Monika. Hey, putty, Monika. I'll stop now. Oh, hey, Irish. She's not even trying to smile at this point. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, Irish. I'm sorry if I caused any problems or messed up the flow of the club. It wasn't my... She stopped me. Can I ask you a question? I want to go ahead and get... Can I ask you a question? I want to go ahead and get it out of the way. Get what out of the way? Sure, go for it. Irish, do you watch anime? No. The fuck? Did she just ask me if... Say what? Do you watch anime? A yes or no will be fine. Shit, what do I say? I don't want her to know that I watch anime. I also don't want to lie to her. If something ever does happen between us, she'll find out anyway. I should probably say no or definitely not. No. Wait, I said no. Yes, I do actually. I'm sorry if you hate anime or something. I'm not sure how I expect her to react, but this isn't it. She asked like she already knew the answer. So why did she look so surprised? Irish, you... What is going on with her? She's looking at me like I just transformed into a lizard person. Shit, I didn't turn into a lizard person, did I? Sorry, I don't dislike anime. I'm just glad you were honest. Glad I was honest. Why is she blushing? Does she secretly love anime or something? Okay. If you love anime, there's nothing wrong with it. I love anime too. My favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop. I can list off some of my favorites. Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Outlaw Star, Neon Genesis Evangelion. I loved Sword Art Online, Samurai Champloo. There's been some really excellent anime. Like some of my favorite movies have been like Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Akira. Akira is one of my all-time favorite movies. That movie is a fucking masterpiece. I'm going to say that because there's going to be a content warning at the beginning of this episode. But anyway, if you love anime, who cares? Like, it's a little PSA from me to you. Does she secretly love anime or something? The thought of Monika secretly being a weeb makes me smile. Well, of course. I wouldn't lie to my club president on the first day. Or any day. I wouldn't lie on any day. Me stumbling over my words seems to have improved her mood. Well, honesty is important to have among club members, you know. Yeah, you said it. I'm glad we got to talk, and I'm glad we got to talk, Monika. But I probably should get going. I'd hate to leave Sayori hanging. Oh! That was incredibly poor choice of words. What the fuck is wrong with me? I guess I'll be seeing you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Irish. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh no. I'm not falling for that one. Getting suspended for 3 days isn't worth it. Not even for Monika. Well, maybe for Monika. Yeah. Well, that conversation with Monika could have gone better. Still, it doesn't seem like she totally hates me, so that's good. No, Monika doesn't hate you. It's certainly... it'll certainly make getting to know her easier. But I can't stop there. I'm going to need to spend time with everyone. I'm sure getting closer to the others can't be too hard. But what's the end game? Do I end up with all of them and just look like a man slut? I don't know much about girls. Hey, I'm 45 years old. I don't know much about girls either. Or women, or whatever. This is coming out after my birthday, so... I don't know much about girls, but I don't think they take kindly to sharing a boyfriend. Hey, you never know. You never know. I'm sure there's a country song somewhere that describes that feeling. Whatever happens, I'll just have to improvise, adapt, and overcome. Just like Bear Grylls Sensei. Now, what would Sensei do in this situation? Irish? What? I look around and realize I've walked halfway home with Sayori. Oof. Sorry, I must have zoned out. You weren't thinking about Bear Grylls again, were you? No. That's insane. I would never. You're so predictable. Is that so? If I remember correctly, you've been the predictable one today. Hey, that doesn't count. Well, how about we both do something less predictable then? I hope that didn't sound suggestive. It kind of did. Less predictable? Like what? Like getting naked and... I've already said too much. How about we go to the park? Just like old times, you know? Yeah! Seeing Sayori like this makes me feel warm and fuzzy, but also a little guilty. Does spending time with me really make her this happy? I shudder a little as that scream goes through my head. Are you okay, Irish? Of course. Just excited is all. I'm glad that answer satisfied her. There's no way I could have explained what I was actually feeling. On the way to the park, we both stop by our house to change out of our uniforms. We meet back up in front of Sayori's house and continue our walk to the park. We make small talk the entire way there. It's amazing how quickly you can reconnect with someone you haven't talked to much in a while. Though I do suppose I have about a week's worth of practice on her. Ooh, a new scene. After walking and talking for a few minutes, we finally reach the park. I know I've been here before, but it feels like I'm seeing it for the first time. Odd. Ah, it's so pretty here. She's not wrong. The trees, the weather, everything. I'm really glad we came here. Huh? Did you say something, Irish? Oh, I was just saying how everything is so pretty. Mm-hmm. Ooh. We should walk the trail. What do you think? Well, good ideas as always, I see. Sure, let's get going. As I finish saying this, I can't help but notice a headache creeping in. We begin to walk the trail of the park. Even though it's technically called a trail, it isn't much more than a concrete path that goes around the perimeter of a small lake. Yeah, or is it a large pond? I can't say that it's a bad thing. It keeps us from having to walk through the trees and get our shoes dirty. Plus, the path is wide enough for two people to stand comfortably next to each other. After walking for a few minutes, I realize me and Sayori haven't talked since we started. She seems to be entranced by the view. It's like it has been a lifetime since she's seen it. Aww. I wonder how long it's been since she's come here. Surely she's told one of the club members about this place. We always loved coming here as kids. Running through the woods, climbing the trees, getting scolded by our parents when we jump in the lake. Well, Dad used to tell me to go jump in the lake. I wipe some dust out of my eyes as I think about it. Hey, Irish, remember the time that bird flew out of the bush and scared me? How could I forget? You lost your footing and fell off the bank. You started crying about how you were drowning even though the water was barely a foot deep. I had to practically carry you out of it. Our parents were so mad when they saw us. I couldn't help it. I was really scared. Aww. Don't worry, I believe you. I remember you going around telling everyone how I saved you, and how I was your hero! Yeah, that. 2 episodes in, you're just going to hit me with this already. Okay, I see how it is. It suddenly feels like someone dumped a ton of bricks into my stomach. Thinking about how Sayori told people I saved her, how she called me a hero. Damn it. I feel I feel tears threatening my eyes, but manage to hold them back. Um, Irish, are you okay? Yeah, I was just thinking about all the fun we had here, you know? Actually, come to think of it, it's been quite a while since we came here together, hasn't it? Hmm. I immediately feel a wave of guilt wash over me as I say this. Have I really been taking my friendship with Sayori for granted? Is she depressed because of me? Oh man, no, don't think that. I feel my hands clench into fists as I think about it. I have to fix this. There's just some things you can't fix. Speaking of someone who has depression, you can't fix it. After a few seconds of silence, I can't stop myself anymore. Sayori, are you okay? Hmm? Yeah, I'm great. Oh, now Siri's laughing at me. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was scared she would say something like that. Yeah, well, it's going to be tough to talk about, but I have to do it. And we are going to do that next episode. So they're already 2 episodes in and they're already hitting us with the feels. Okay, I can take it. I think I can take it. I hope I can take it. I mean, if, if Window to Your Heart was any indication. But what do you think so far of Doki Doki Relapse? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd really love to get your thoughts on this one. While you're down there, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. In the description, you're going to see all the ways you can help support this channel. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Reddit, Threads, and Blue Sky. You get your Irish Bandit merchandise from my Irish Bandit shop on Fourth Wall. You can pick up your copy of my novel Shade Falling on Amazon. You can get it through their Kindle e-reader or on paperback. You can buy me a coffee. Well, right now I have a goal set up where I want to get some Elgato gear for my PC. You can help make that happen in the link down below. That link will also take you to membership benefits where for just $5 a month, you can get early access to every video on the channel, every future video that comes on the channel. And you can join myself, Ryder Pride 639, and Agent Maverick 86 over on the Level 1 Lounge Gaming Podcast. Link to subscribe will be in the description down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. For our subscribe, tap the bell to be notified whenever a brand new video goes live. I will be back Friday with more Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster on Friday Fantasy, and next week we are right back here with episode 3 of Doki Doki Relapse. Until then, have a great rest of the week, and I will talk to you again Friday for more Final Fantasy.